Greetings and salutations. Lord Puddy has been summoned. Well, we think Lord Puddy has been summoned. It's all Okosan's fault.
What else is new?
Normally it's your fault.
Yeah.
The Lord Puddy summon just crashes into the dock. And it's just crushing Kurotoa left and right and centre, just suckling them into it. And you can see these poor Kurotoa just starting to dissolve within its mighty flanny form. I said flanny! The chanting grows louder and louder. And for some reason, it just seems to be heading for one particular white-robed Kurotoa. As even more faces open up and with this twisting, bizarre form. Now, to begin with, can everyone give me a DC Wisdom save, please?
What's the DC?
Wisdom.
All right.
That- I got a 13.
12.
16.
Also 16.
Hideous cacophony. The Sagoth's many mouths emit whistles, fluting or other high-pitched whistles, or in this case, Lord Puddy is emitting a disturbing medicine of the Lord Puddy chants. It has a disadvantage on dexterity stealth saves to be unheard. Each creature starts within 60 foot of the Sagoth that can hear it can make a DC 90 Wisdom save or be disoriented until the start of its next turn. The disoriented creature is incapacitated, and when it moves in a random direction. Unless surprised, a creature can cover its ears to avoid the saving throw at the start of its turn. If a creature does so, it can't hear until the end of its next turn, when it can cover its ears again. If the creature uncovers its ears in the meantime, while within 60 foot of the Sagoth, or Puddy, it must immediately make the save. A creature that is covering its ears and has access to cloth, wax, or similar material can stuff its ears with the material as a bonus action to free up his hands, deafening itself to the material while the material remains in its ears. Behold the main feature of the Sagoth. So everyone's failed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say for this turn, well, for a case of it's the random direction you're going to move in is away from Lord Puddy.
Yeah, I think that's the way Omnis was moving anyways.
Yep. As for the Kurotoa, they themselves have become a deceitful mess. They're even trying to get up. They too are either moving away or just find themselves moving into Lord Puddy, becoming victims yet again to his destructive path. Where's the moment? Oh, that's got a movement speed. It just slurps on forward. So many Kurotoa just falling victim to it at the same time. the settlement is just turned upside down, buildings crushed and knocked aside. So many idols to their god just knocked over. As Lord Putty just reaches within 10 foot of where you had gathered before. And that's where it ends his turn. Initiative time.
Well,
Well, do we need to convince Okosan that this isn't the one true Lord Puri?
That's up to Lantern.
Okay. That's my dice luck for the day. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I'm one of those DMs that don't count natural ones or 20s to ability tests.
Yeah, like I kind of figured, but it's still just like, huh.
Oh,
well, that's the 20 I'm rolling for this session.
It's a case if we do the whole critical role for that, in case it can really screw you over.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense for it to be like an auto whatever
Yeah.
for initiative.
So, Shifros, boss, you're the smartest member of the group. What you going to do?
Let's see. Well, where did I put the rules for this thing?
Well, you need.
I have rules for a thing here.
Yeah. You need to make the wisdom save again to. Actually, wait a minute. No, never mind. That's
Said it lasted until the start of your next turn,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
That was the best you lost and probably was best explained.
Okay, so we have a decent amount of things flying around here. So I'm going to just post this.
The animated inanimate object strikes again.
Uh-huh. And because this thing gets a stat block, I'm going to look for the closest thing that looks like an extended middle finger. And that is what is becoming animated here.
You see the bunch of remains of a building that have been made out of several masts strapped together to form its spine. But it's fallen in such a way it looks like at least 4 fingers with the middle finger being extended.
So because I mean, it moved like within 10 feet of us here.
Yep.
So it is like right there in front of us. So good old Fingy here is going to fly up to its face and try to poke anything that resembles an eye out, which is basically just a force attack there. And it gets my spell modifier as a 2-hit bonus. See, I had things pulled up, but they were the wrong things. That's a problem. So let's see, my spell attack bonus is now at plus 10. So it gets a plus 10 to hit. That would be a 27 to a strike.
That's a hit.
Okay. It's not going to do a ton of damage. That would be 9 damage. Then Shifrost is going to give a dose of Bardic Inspiration to Yuki.
Okay.
Which, remember, we have that whole mode of potential thing. So depending on what you use the Bardic Inspiration for, you get various benefits here. Put this in chat.
You get a buff. You get a buff.
Yes.
Everyone gets a buff.
So basically, you'd have a little tiny eighth note floating around your head. And then I'm going to start running away. At least trying to get some distance.
And brave such a fuss he ran away.
Brave Sir Robin. Anyway, that will be my turn.
Next up, this is going to be interesting. Okosan.
Now, I am torn between doing two separate things. And Surratt knows what they both are.
Yeah.
Which one's the most funny?
That's debatable.
It depends on what you consider funny.
One of them would involve me holding my action. One of them would just straight up be funny.
Let me see, I'd be more concerned with getting out alive, because you haven't seen the damage this thing can do.
I don't know. It's your choice, man.
Okay. Okosan is going to start moving away from the fake Lord Putty. Because in his mind, no real Lord Putty would be doing this. And he is going to shout for the other party members to get away from it. And he is going to hold his action to cast a particular spell. And I'm actually going to DM you, Raven, for the process of this.
I've got a whole idea what that spell is. Well, that's not what I was thinking of.
It was either going to be that or another one. And frankly, I think this one is more useful at the moment. So yeah, I'm holding my action until all of the party are at least 25 feet away from the monster.
Okie dokie. Well, since Yehona's turn, it's Omelette's turn.
Wonderful. What to do? What to do? I don't want to get close to this thing, so I'm just going to use my free cast of Thunder Wave, I guess. Make a con save, please.
That is 29.
Yeah, it succeeds. Man, this thing's got a high con. Okay. It's still gonna take... Dice, please. Work with me here. I hate you, technology. It's still gonna take 6 thunder damage.
You watch the beastie as you thunder wave it. You watch as your spell strikes its outer surface. It just seems to bounce off.
Oh no.
This thing's got immunities, and it doesn't say stated by unless by magic.
Double oh no. Why'd you want me to bring a caster?
Because a caster has more utility. Unless you're just limited to one kind of element attack, I imagine Fenric could have been quite useful at this. But it's this is what we got. We're gonna make the best of it. And all I'm gonna say is this thing has the highest combat rating I've ever or something I've thrown at you.
Yeah, I may have looked at that.
You cheat.
That was the only part of this thing that I saw, but
See, I don't remember what this thing's combat rating is, but I know it's over 16.
I wish I knew what stat block you were using for this.
Or the original or the 20p version. I am not telling you. You are not looking this up.
I wasn't planning on it. I was just curious. You can just tell me after we're done with the fight.
I could have better share the stats after the fight. So, you got to flee?
Yeah, we're running.
Okay, flees are the fastest he can. And good news. It's Lord Puddy's turn. And he's just been poked. It's been poked in the eye by this floating middle finger.
Yep.
So it turns his aggression towards that thing. It makes one attack. For 17 to hit.
Hang on. That does hit.
It takes 30 bludgeoning damage.
So let's see, that's 5 times 13. 575 has 45 hit points left. Okay.
It goes for a second crush slam attack on the middle finger. That's another 30 damage.
I mean, it's hurt, but they're absorbing damage instead of us absorbing the damage, and it's doing its job.
Yippee!
Note the dancing finger was grappled after the first attack. And then Lord Puddy just slams it into the ground and crushes it under its mass. Make me a DC strength saving throw, please.
That would be 22.
What the hell, it passed.
It has a +4 strength modifier. I mean, we are talking about a chunk of stone here, basically.
Yeah. It's a case of it suffers no damage, but it is still grappled.
I don't think it cares.
Nor does Lord Puddy. He doesn't move. Okay, Yuki!
Yep. Oh, right, my turn.
Yes.
Well, at the very least, I'm going to actually take Okosan's advice and back the fuck up.
Lord Puddy just don't look that tasty.
I think I'm going to give it... I haven't used the spell yet, so I'm going to try it, but Snilloc's Snowball Storm. Does a 17 hit?
It does not hit.
Okay, never mind then.
Fun fact about Snilloc's spells. That's just Collins backwards.
Oh, that's not an attack roll. It's the monster has to make a dex save.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good because it's got a double dex save.
Okay.
It's only
You have to beat
+2.
a 7. You have to beat a 17 then, I guess.
Complete the mod. It's free.
Yeah, well. So now you gotta take 3d6 cold damage. So do you have to roll or do I have to roll for the damage?
You roll.
Okay. Because that's 16.
That would go except for one thing.
What?
You just learned his second immunity.
Well, yeah. Well, it still would be half as much damage on a successful...
No, it's actually,
okay.
he's immune to cold damage.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
He takes no cold and no thunder damage so far.
Okay.
Well, if everyone has backed away from it, that's my held action, right?
Yep.
Okosan downs a taco. He didn't ask how big the room is. His eyes glow. And he spits out Fireball!
And I go for the extra bonus. In this moment of epicness, he reverts to his original form.
Yes. But Dex save again.
That is a 7.
That does not beat. So unless he's also immune to fire, which I would not be shocked, that is 27 damage.
The fireball engulfs Lord Puddy, the false Lord Puddy. His viscous form is scarred and blackened. But you're feeling it didn't take as much damage as you hoped.
Oh, good. Resistant.
Still useful to know.
Yes. And any damage is good damage.
Mm-hmm.
Any damage is good damage.
Bandit, back to Chief Watts.
I'm thinking. Because the Shoggoth is... I want to say it's not a shapeshifter, but I can't remember. You know what? I think I have to take the chance.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to run. At least get out of, stay out of range of the thing as best I possibly can.
A very legit strategy.
And I'm going to turn, because right about now I'm about 60 feet away from this because it's been 2 turns of movement. And I am going to cast Polymorph.
Okay.
And attempt to turn this thing into a vole. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 7.
That is a failure. It's now a vole.
Yes, it is.
That's why we keep Polymorph. It's our, in case of emergency, break glass spell.
I don't have banish. I need something.
Yep.
Now we have to be very careful not to hurt the thing.
Oh man, I was gonna go hit it.
You knock it down to 0, it gets to resume its original form.
All I can say is that's a vole with a lot of hit points.
It's actually standard vole hit points at the moment. It's a standard vole. But if you smack it down to 0 hit points, it returns to its original form with all the hit points and stuff it had.
I'm not doing this, but I'm gonna message Raven because this admittedly would be really funny.
Why am I thinking the
think-
catapult spell?
Hold on.
I didn't know you wanted to attack Okosan.
We still have the resurrection cauldrons, right?
So a vole weighs what, like maybe a quarter of a pound?
I think that might be highballing it.
Yeah. So Shifrost is then going to cast Mage Hand and carry the transformed Shoggoth around
We have a new pet.
for a little while, anyway. This only lasts for an hour, so we got to figure out what to do with this thing inside of an hour.
Does anyone have any way to trap it?
Does anyone have a box?
We have bags of holding.
Wouldn't that kill it though?
It would suffocate the vole form, but then the other thing would be trapped inside the bag of holding.
Bags of holding have a limit. And
Yeah, they do have a size limit.
I
have an idea.
Gotta say,
But if you rip the bag of holding open, it dumps everything inside into the astral plane.
That was my idea. But which one? Omnius turns to Okosan. Do you have magic bag?
you all have a magic bag. That's standard equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
we've all got stuff we want to keep.
Yeah.
And we're pretty sure if we actually did
Okosan-
drop this guy in a bag, we would lose everything that was in the bag.
Yes.
Take everything out of the bag and then put it in the bag.
And I think Okosan would be the least likely to have stuff in his bag, besides like tacos.
Wait, Okasan, can you talk to the citizens and see if they have a bag of holding?
Okosan pulls out the bag.
They still look like confused.
False teachings. Not the real one. How I became the prince of a town called.
Just what's the next session? You start getting like this one from Listlock going about post profit tacos and not putty.
Wait a second. Where's Walter?
Walter is engrossed in the murals. He is dead to the world. He don't know shit what's happening.
Omnius,
See, I thought you were about to say that Walter is inside the vole.
Walter
because I was like,
Walter
wait a second.
Walter isn't going to die. He needs to haunt the party.
Omnius walks over to Walter. You wouldn't happen to have a bag of holding on you, would you?
Oh, why don't you? I had several bags of holding. What do you need? Do you need an empty one? Do you need one with some food in? Do you want some with dynamite I'm totally not carrying?
I'd like one empty one and the one that has the dynamite in it.
And Walter, being the intelligent dumbass he is, he hands over both.
Wonderful.
It just ain't telling you which one's which.
Well, I can just open it and look inside. I open both of them to see which one has the dynamite in it. How much dynamite is in the one with the dynamite in it?
More fucking dynamite than you ever could imagine.
Great, I'm keeping that one.
Oh, God. We just gave Omnius unlimited dynamite.
Yes. Anyways, Omnius comes back over with the bag of holding, opens it, the empty bag of holding, I should say,
Okay.
and opens it.
Yep.
The mage hand goes over, drops full in empty bag of holding.
Seal it shut.
And now we wait.
And in 10 minutes, that will be on the astral plane, and I don't know how good Shoggoths are at planes travel.
All you say is, it's not 10 minutes, it's 6 seconds. And the bag explodes. And Lord Putty is dumped into the astral plane. Looks around. Well done.
And once again, the Smalls solve a problem in the most ridiculous possible way.
Oh, I'm sure we could have come up with a dumber way to handle that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I'll have to save that spell for another session.
The Kurto are looking about each other, wondering where's love. They're confused. Confused, wondering what the hell's going on.
What Okosan thinks he's saying is something akin to the true power of the pudding is within yourself. Whatever Okosan is actually saying, I leave up to you.
That spell I thought was a case of, Lord Putty. The hunger hada.
Yeah, summon Fred. Yeah, that was the other one I was thinking of using.
And I'm just imagining with Okosan going on about the true Lord Putty, certain someones could take advantage of that. Considering, who's the other person that Okosan believes Lord Putty could be?
Lady Kiki.
He pulls out a crudely drawn drawing of Lady Kiki.
And then we get to tackle the 50-foot winged woman.
Omnius would not be fighting against this.
Omnius would be passed out from the nosebleed.
Yes. And proceed to be stepped on.
There's a and looks like one of the elder Kurtar just comes along, pulls up one of the old altars of their usual god, slaps a few of the Kurtar that were good, buddy. So it's debatable how long the cult of War Buddy will last around here.
I imagine that, like, them accidentally summoning something that should not be into the world is, like, a weekly occurrence, so...
It happens every Tuesday.
I was going to say, with this race, yeah, it's kind of like it's Tuesday again.
It's a wonder they're still alive.
And Mr. The aftermath of the chaos. Looking out at the docks, she can see a form moving out among it. And then rising out of the water. You see the form of a large, stark-headed dragon. Its wings are like sails. It is magnificent, sleek. You behold a sea dragon. And it beckons out in Draconic. What the hell is that sea dragon speaking?
Which luckily Yuki can translate.
Yep.
What is the Durgan saying?
The sea dragon is just demanding to know what happened here.
Yuki explains best she can in Draconic.
You basically hear the sea dragon basically remarking, "Bloody Tuesdays." It then pretty much demands that the cause of this instability, insurrection, leave this island at once on its authority as the Lighthouse Dragon.
Blablabla.
The sea dragon just glares at Okosan, just fixes it with narrowed eyes, and just hisses, "Go." In Draconic, of course.
We were just checking out the ruins to begin with. We weren't planning on staying.
This is where Walter just comes by. We're going, okay. Oh, that's good timing. I made all the notes I need to, and you can see he's got basically about 3 notebooks filled with notes. He's been busy.
Well, at least
Something
someone
tells
got
us
something
we
out of
should
this.
leave now.
I think what we've all learned is the true pudding is within.
Oh, he's back to normal.
Blablabla.
As normal as he gets.
So the sea dragon just snapping at the Kurotoa as you make your way back to the lobster. And it makes its way back to the elevator shaft under escort from the dragon that just circles around you like the shark his head resembles.
Omnius once again, like the last time we encountered Walter, is just going to hit Walter over the head with his sword and knock Walter out.
You have an easier way.
I do, but this is more fun for him.
Okay, Walter's out cold.
It's gonna make the trip back easier, I guess.
How do we keep ending up with this type of job?
Because no one else will take it.
So yeah, 3 hours later, you without the need of breaking on the squall sleeping, you ascend the built-in lift back on the ship, and away you go. And Yuki, there's a message appears from your analyst satchel. It's from Jeeves.
She opens it up.
The remark is Lady Kiki is growing impatient and wishes to know of any progress you have made.
She'll write back that the the sandal dude was apprehended. Outside of that, we don't have any other information. Other than he was communicating with somebody through a mirror. And while she's at it, she's going to write a little note at the bottom requesting something. And then send it off.
A week has passed and you return to the guild.
Mm.
By the time you get there, there's no message from Jeeves. He merely replies to your request as her ladyship has taken it under consideration, but not to be too much in a hurry for results. It's also in the news, or if you pick it up a local news sheet, about Sandals hit the news. He was heading for trial, apparently, among all the papers that were covered from him. A few nobles were also sponsoring his efforts. The real big thing is Sandal never made it to court. The escort taking Sandal to court was found hours overdue. The armored horse-drawn car was found. The guards and even the horses were asleep, and Sandal was discovered inside the car, reduced to a lifeless husk that was slowly turned to dust. No one saw what happened. No one knows what was going on.
Oh no.
As soon as she gets that note, she goes running into Omnius's room to tell him like what happened. Because he especially would want to know about this because Scandal was after him.
Nothing about this is good.
No, it is not.
I'm just going to see if he can get increased security for his room.
All you get on the results of that is the guild is pretty much one of the most secure places you can be because you're basically surrounded by heroes.
And Okosan.
And Snack. There's not much they can do.
Great.
It's Yuki. You also get another letter for the Satsural. It's
She opens
Jeeves.
and reads it.
It's Jeeves again. He remarks that Since you did specify when you encountered Sandal, he merely relayed the message to his ladyship about the information was recent and had only just been discovered. Because in her current state, had this information been delayed in reaching her, even if she considered your friends, it would not go down too well. As for the problem of Sandal, it has been dealt with, and any reachable associates of his will have an interesting time of late. Jeeves just wishes you all the best. And that's where the letter ends.
The most she does is just leave a letter wishing Lady Kiki well and sends that off, essentially. Because there's not much else she can really say at this moment.
Yeah. Is there anything else everyone else wants to do?
I think Omnius is going to start using his bottled respite a lot more. If you don't see him somewhere, just look for the ice cream cone hat. He's probably in there. Because that is the safest place for him to be.
Anyone else?
Shifrost is going to rest as much as he can because he is very tired.
Yeah, it was a long week, and even with a headache, a certain gnome of the Explorers League talks your ears off.
I mean, there's that, and then there's all the other stuff he's been dealing with.
Yeah.
He's worn a little thin right now.
It's very much of you. You may not retain it, but you heard a lot more about the ancient dragon cultures than you possibly ever want to learn.
Did we ask Walter if he's seen a box anywhere?
Yes, what type of box?
I don't actually know what Headland's box looks like.
Small silver has dreams written on it in Elvish.
That.
He's seen 6 different variations of platinum gold, silver, from dreams, dreamer, dream, dreamy. You usually on some market site or just recovered from one of the old sites.
Thanks to Walter, I now know mating habits of ancient dragon cults. This is information that is taking up space in brain that could be used for literally anything else. But thank you, Walter.
Omnius offers to give Shifrost a concussion.
It won't help.
And I think this is time to bring things to a close.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, sounds about good.
So, until next time, be good, be well, and avoid cults involving pudding. Later, folks.
Later.
Take care, everyone.
See ya.